some of that DPS, but we get right into it.
Okay, well, Reinhardt and Hammond here for Pacific to open up with Prophet on the Bastion.
The good old Poco Torb.
All right, well, again, normally we see multiple fights on this map, but it's only one per round, of course. And a very tanky composition for Pacific here as well. Mickey fancies a little bit of argy-bargy, drops himself in on the point. Big charge from OG, and Prophet's already out. But the response, the damage on the snapback was huge. Jjonak on his feigned Ana, wrecking OG.
And if you win this for the Atlantic, you're in a pretty deep
living up to his name.
It's going to be Saebyeolbe taking out Sleepy, playing some Diva here from SVP. But, you know, with Poco using Torb and Prophet using the Bastion, if you win this, you use some heroes you probably didn't need later in the game, right? So it's going to be just down to Big Goose and Carpe here.
Not much to be done here. It's 2v3 essentially. They're just too low on health. And again, of course, this is going to give it that ambient healing, but they're not going to give him the space to do so. And Carpe still has his mech, in all fairness, which means he does have a shot to get out, try and bunny blast them into next Tuesday, but the landing of 2 healers and a full health Saebyeolbe. Carpe's hiding. Now, obviously, his time runs out. In the middle of the map, you know, opens up and you have to sort of fight for it. It does give it an incentive for people not to stall.
It's impossible for him to win this. Stop even going through it.
I'm an idealist, but it is numerically impossible. Boost the overarg. And that lightning punch. And that's the first round for the Atlantic. So bear in mind, those heroes now, not bad right off the bat.
Now, you can see the Pacific team doing some odd stuff here, Mitch. OG, a main tank player, will be playing Ana. You're going to have Sleepy playing Winston, who is usually a support.
Here for it. Saebyeolbe over the top, and the charge is good. Arc is taking down Pacific. Just close the gap, man. Saebyeolbe couldn't do too much there either. No use of teleport, perhaps. They're just trying to get that hero out of the way. Pacific obviously come in with a pretty balanced team composition. I think it's safe to say that, Matt. And now it's
this is winnable. I told you the last round wasn't winnable with Carpe at low HP, but
it is
Jjonak on Zen, this is winnable. Now, you may be wondering about the Diva voice line. You don't even have to see the name on the top to know that is Mickey.
Yeah, spamming that Diva voice line. It's maddening, in fact. Jjonak, how many can you kill? Not one? Surely you should try.
I'm actually extremely happy the Pacific won that round, because now Mickey can't play Diva again. I can already...
It's so bad. I can't feel bad for not letting him do anymore. It's fine. We'll get over it. Yeah, so Big Goose probably just needs to get hammer kills. I think we have a gentleman's agreement that it's the only way he can fight. But Carpe's down early. No mercy, Matt. Oh, dear.
Yeah, so Carpe tried to push in alone as mercy. Did not work out. But it's okay, because they do have Torbjorn setting up his turret. So Big Goose just
comfortable in that area, forces the enemies out of sight lines. They're approaching more sneakily. Poco's not done much here on the hammer, unfortunately.
Arc is getting close to a Valkyrie, though. I believe that would be our first. Arc is not going to use the Valkyrie because he had one shot across the map by the Big Goose Torp.
Who's being pocketed, by the way, pretty heavily by Mickey. He's kept him up. Jjonak, big slurp. That's just Saebyeolbe now left, and is this
winnable.
Hashtag winnable. Big Goose will not be denied. He wants to hammer it in. Saebyeolbe probably feeds himself to someone else. Yeah, no surprise there. He's not having that on his record. Yeah, wanted to give that up at all. They just really have a choice. Here comes the jump in, though. Carpe down. The dive in was very good from Gamsu and followed up by Prophet. The Genji is in there. Jjonak's chilling on the other side. They forced the ice block already out of agilities. Not much he can do now. Try and wall up, but there's another angle. Prophet and Jjonak did find it.
They did get a hack off on the Jjonak there, which is big because Biotic Field, the only source of healing. It'll come down now. We're going to see our first. Oh, we're not going to see our world. Now we'll see an actual ultimate. It's going to be a whole hog here.
It won't be enough. It's going to be Pacific taking away this one.
From OG, so you had the nano boosted Orisa with Fortify, able to look through that pulse bomb rather easily. So Big Goose still trying to find an angle here for this Torbjorn turret. Has not really been able to do much.
No, but he's gotten half of his ultimate, 60%. He dropped a cheeky turret down as he moved forward just in case they were going to get flanked. I like it. It's like an early detection system, right? It is a 4v4 currently. This is what we wanted, some spice. Carpe and Sleepy currently out of the picture. Big Goose picked off by Jjonak, though. That's a headshot.
They needed that molten core as well. It's going to be Jjonak going down. It's going to be the Valkyrie used here from Arc. Maybe a comeback.
3v2 right now, and it's going to be Mickey to come out with a whole hog, and that should save the day here for Pacific. Very close one, and now Poco, at least they make it quick and painful. We're actually going to get some ultimates being used here. Here comes the Coalescence Hour now being used by both of them. McCree gets the pulse bomb, and Saebyeolbe There's nothing Coalescence can do to stop that burst damage, Matt. And now Korea's got a little bit of room to breathe.
Oh, it's a lot of damage going into Gamsu. He's just trying to stay alive. Now will fall. Sound barrier from agility, so a lot of support ultimates building up here.
And it's going to be big for the Pacific now as well. It is a 4v4 currently. Poco getting burst down, or pressured away. He's going to use the whole hog, but that makes him quite vulnerable in and of itself. Getting healed up, of course, by Ark and Jjonak. 2 supports still available for the Atlantic squad right now. And Agilities is missing for Pacific. They have no more healing left, Matt, except for self-healing. And that might not be enough here.
The point almost here goes over to the Atlantic. They will end up taking it as OG and Kareem get off it. In the final few seconds there, we did see...
Did we see a Molten Core?
We did see a Molten play Samana. This is a hero we've heard he's played a ton of. Obviously very strong on this hero. We didn't see a lot during Overwatch League, though. I think we're going to see Ana come more into the meta, though, as of late.
With both Reinhardts down now, getting burst damage at range is seriously important. Prophet went down. One would assume he didn't have his Shadow Form available. It's going to be Poco just to take the stairs. So there are still healers available, but that's a Pulse Bomb. Doesn't quite connect. No one's there to really see it. Kareem just drops it in the middle of them, and they look at it bemused. It'll Saebyeolbe taken down there by the remote mine. Puts Pacific in a pretty commanding position, Matt. It's a 5v3.
And I will say, it's hard to play Zarya in this position because the rounds are so short. You don't really have a chance to build up towards that grab, as you do see Ark boop one off the side there with Mickey. The Coalescence that puts him away, but you play that Zarya strong comp here from the Atlantic. Widow Pharah. So it'll be Prophet who gets one. You lose Jjonak, though. That's big. Let's see if Ark can get the res off. He does.
Over the top here. Oh, this is looking pretty nasty for Pacific already. So many players picked off, and they managed to refresh. Yeah, this is going to be a struggle for them to bring this one back. Jjonak just now starting to let loose a little bit more. Saebyeolbe on that. Widowmaker. And Sleepy is the last one standing.
I will say, though, Atlantic does use a ton of great heroes during this round, right? So they're going to win this, as you see Sleepy.
Jjonak spamming. He actually found him while he was invincible. Love to see it.
The voice lines, obviously making his presence known. But now you don't have... They know Sleepy's there because he's spamming these voice lines.
Prophet's Hunt, though, actually had me literally on my knees while I was casting in New York. I don't think we could see it. I think I deleted the tape. But I couldn't believe what I saw on Volskaya, so this is just, for me, always going to be an iconic pick for him now. Kareem finds Saebyeolbe, though. It is a 5v5 currently, but Gamsu's looking worse for wear. Getting run down. Prophet to follow now as Kareem is really making his mark in the sky. It's a 3v3. Kareem needs healing, but OG is not with him right now. He's going to try and go it alone. No! Laser down at the sky. Poco saw that one coming.
You got OG playing the Lucio. You do have Sleepy on Sombra. Only 2 players left here for the Pacific if they want to take this map, as Sleepy keeps getting these hacks off. Just not able to finish anybody down, as he's weak as well.
No!
He's off the side.
No! There it is. Perhaps that one was actually intentional. Pacific now coming out here with Moira, Brigitte, and Lucio. 3 supports picked.
Yep, triple tank, triple support. Just trying to push right in. That's not ideal to push into the Reaper there. So you're going to have the Orisa-Reaper combination with the Roadhog. Pretty strong against these tanks.
Prophecy's getting so much work done right now. 60% towards his ultimate Death Blossom, which could be...
Though with that rally, it's going to provide armor for the rest of the team. It'll be Coalescence from the Pacific. They're going to try and use this to push, but a lot of damage on the side of the Atlantic.
Prophet with 26% of his team's damage right now. Looking to add to the tally again. That Death Blossom looms is going to be scary, but Saebyeolbe gets the tactical visor first. Runs down Big Goose Kareem. Nowhere to be seen now, and it's just Sleepy once again. Dragging out the round that he cannot win. Healing Orb? Why not? It is going to be the Atlantic to take the first. An hour ago. But Saebyeolbe can do a lot of work here. This is a close quarters map, especially in those little corridors. We can get a lot of work done. Jjonak keeping a respectful distance here as Gamsu. Oh, Sleepy! Take Ryan tips from you next time.
Yeah, as Gamsu and Saebyeolbe dove in pretty deep. Gamsu did a nice job. He was able to force out the biotic grenade, but none of his teammates there to follow up on it, as this is not looking good for the Atlantic Division, Mitch.
Yeah, not really getting much done with these heroes. Kareem, obviously a brief stint as the Widowmaker player. That we saw in the Los Angeles Valiant before he moved back to support. Said he definitely preferred to play support, but the guy can kind of do it all. And now it's just Prophet left. He's picked out of the sky. Kindly acquiesces to remove himself. This is just where Agilities wants to be.
It's really scary, though, as now Jjonak forced into the corner there on Ana. He will fall, as not a lot to deal with this. Saebyeolbe on the McCree.
I mean, Jjonak and Saebyeolbe would have been the only threats, right? Now just the McCree, but he's getting pressured up close. Saebyeolbe just trying to dodge away from these rockets and pressure agilities, but it's not going to be enough. And now the Farah, the sky is yours.
I will say, the bar is pretty difficult to stop. As soon as they use the speed boost and get really close and close the gap to the Atlantic, there's nowhere that Saebyeolbe can really use for cover to try and hide. As the Pacific do take that round. Now on game point.
They're pretty comfortable at that to bring this one back. Spike Prophet just trying to break sidelines for the most part. Gamsu, oh, he's too low, OG. He's having to deal with him, and now we have an interesting situation. It's even up to a 4v4 with Gamsu to fall. And now this might fall apart rather fast, man. 3v3. Resurrect from Arc, that's huge. Just sleepy now, Matt. Look at that, that's not the 5th round. Big res. The Mercy pays off hugely for Atlantic.
Here at the final round, I want to see a symmetric.
Get through, Gamsu isn't able to drop the barrier, he's stunned up. Of course, the nano boost is going to keep him alive pretty well, and now Sleepy might be isolated in the back line. He did have a chance to use the Dragon Strike, but he got nothing for it. Perhaps it was eaten by Poco. Hard to see off screen. Kareem now on the low ground, gets a flash on towards Prophet, but he's taken down. And now Arc and Mickey. It's just Arc left, just one Lucio. And it won't be enough. The point was captured, and that is a way for Pacific to win the map and the series. Lockout elimination.
It's fun to see Sleepy play some Hanzo there towards the end. Kareem on McCree. Mickey made